You, buddy.
Hey. Hello, everybody. How's it going, shipheads? Welcome to Track Mods. Welcome to my following Andrew Saturday night live stream. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Seriously, I just started. Howard, this is going to do what he's got to do. You don't have to do that. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the show. Starting off with a crazy dash like that. We got Todd here. Says it redirected. Yay, hello, good evening, everyone. I was getting worried there, Todd. I was setting up, getting ready to go, and I couldn't see my logo and my intro video and all that jazz. It was all gone. I couldn't set it up, so I was prepared to go without it. And he says, shh, push the button, Jody, it's time. Yeah, I wasn't in the comments. I was trying to figure out my this guy right here, this face setting. Trying to figure that out. I had to set everything up. Hi, Todd. Just wrapping up my dinner. All right, good dinner. Excellent. The red one, right? You want me to push the red button, Howard? This one? Which one? It says, boo, we missed the intro. You missed the intro? Oh. And then I got dashed. Start the show already. I thought I started on time. There's Steve. Hey, Steve Martin. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining. I guess you were on Andrew's stream. I only was able to catch the end of Andrew's stream. I was out and about. But I'm back. I'm here. We got this thing. You guys know what this is. Stop. Todd with the dash. Todd, come on, man. Who's playing? Ken, are you playing the dash video?
I am.
Okay. So do I have to not worry about the comments on screen? You can take care of that for me?
I can if you like. If you want me to hang around.
That's totally up to you. If you're done, I know you just produced Andrew's stream, so.
Well, I was gonna go edit start working on editing my video for tomorrow, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning instead.
There's 3D Painter. How's it going, 3D Painter? I was watching his stream this afternoon for a little bit. He's working on this big dragon thing that Obi-Wan rides in the movie, all printed out in several segments. It looks pretty cool. Thanks for joining tonight, buddy. I appreciate you coming by. Says, hope I spelled your name right. Man, yeah, you got it. You got it, Jody. There's Following Ghost. Hey, Tommy, how's it going? Glad to see that you're here. All right, that's it for now. Let's put a star and let's get to going on this thing. So last night, I was messing around with this in the live stream. I managed to get it hooked up and had a lot of fit issues. So that's going to need some paint, but it's filled in. So I got it all built up, filled in, sealed up inside and outside. It still needs a little bit of sanding, a little bit of finessing. I had a real big gap in the top here. Where am I? Right here. So I gotta probably be easier to see that without the light. So I got this gray. I just put a piece of styrene in there to fill in that gap. So I learned a lot on this one last night. I went about this the wrong way. So let's just move that for a second. So I had these attached, my pylons. I've relocated them from the front of the nacelle towards the back, but that hinders my fit trying to put it on here. So, oh, and I had these lights that I made last week on the stream. It worked, but I wasn't happy with it. So I got the got the green noodles, and that's what we got in there. Got the green noodles in there. So we're gonna put the green noodles in this side, but I learned a lot last night. So first thing I'm gonna do is rip these ones out of here, like so, because I only had them temporarily stuck in there with some sticky tacky glue stuff, this snotty glue stuff. It's like a really soft tape, you know, like 80s romance rock. It's really soft tape, like Kenny Loggins. All right. So I'm going to get the electro blade here. And I'm just going to cut this off again. Try and do it as straight as possible. There we go. Not bad.
Emadwell is here. I'm trying to remember what's his name again.
You can just say Cameron.
Cameron, yes,
It's
Cameron's
easier
here.
to just say Cameron. Hey Cam, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining. Okay. Okay, so I learned last night that I'm better off to attach this to the wing there before doing anything else. So I've got my wires. Just make sure I strip this before I have it all built up and I can't get to it.
Cameron says, doing good. How are you doing?
Not bad, not bad.
And Andrew says they are sure spelling Cameron differently these days.
Yeah. That's the vegan spelling.
and Mary's saying hello to Cam. And then
Hi,
I think
Mary.
it's Johnny. Is it Johnny? That's too loud.
Yeah, that's Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
And he says, "Hey, Jody, Mary, and everyone.
How's it going, brother?" Okay, so this goes like that. So the way this is designed, the inside piece ends up being a lot smaller than the outside piece. You got this lip here on both sides, just the way it is. If you're building this model properly, it fits in together nicely. But if you're doing it like me, then you're gonna have to do some fixing. So I got this all filled in with some filler there.
A little out of focus.
A little out of focus. So I'll have to end up doing that on the other side. But what I need to do is make sure that this fits into here. Because I had to trim this part away a little bit. And it was difficult when I already had this mounted on here. So it looks like I have it in place there. Okay, so I got to make a little space for the wire. So do that first.
Alec is saying that there's a nice amber full moon tonight, so watch out for werewolves.
Cool.
And the 3D painter says, "Hey man, thanks again for stopping in at the live stream today. Always good hanging out with you guys."
Yeah, it was a pretty cool show. I was enjoying watching him. Is that too loud? It's not bad, eh? He was
No, it's not bad.
assembling the big dragon creature. I can't remember the name of the monster there. Glad I forget. But it's the thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi was using.
Yes, before he went and fought General Grievous,
Okay.
or after, or whatever.
So it's a pretty cool model that he's working on. It's like a really big. Was it like he's 1/6 scale? So it's huge.
So he says, Boga from Revenge
Oh
of the
god,
Sith.
there you go. There you go. Getting a little thin right there. I can start to see through it. So that's far enough with that. That one's gonna go in here. Like so.
He says, yes, 1/6 scale. She's about 4 inches long so far. Or no, wait, 4 feet long
4
so
feet.
far.
Yeah.
That's what I get for not wearing my
So
glasses.
so 1.2 meters.
Now,
So
does
that's
he
gotta
have
back up.
an Obi-Wan to go riding on it?
I think there's an Obi-Wan. Yes,
Nice.
he showed the Obi-Wan figure, which is pretty big. It's like a 4-inch tall figure. So I need to take a little bit of that away. So what I did last night was I put this all together and put the lights in and had the pylons attached to this, and then trying to put it on here was causing me problems because of the angles and the backwards nature of what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm going right there. All right, so I'm going to take some of the primer off of the plastic here.
Yeah. 3D painter says he's sitting on the saddle, but if he was standing, he would be around 11 inches tall.
Oh, there you go. He didn't have a head yet. It was just his torso.
And he says the cattle bruiser is looking really cool.
Here, I'll show you the flip it over so you can see what I did here. I turned it around and I cut about an inch and a half off the front of the neck. And I took the extra pieces and put it back on there, kind of like a little shield, just to thicken it so it's not so skinny when it gets down to the head there. It
Yep.
was really, really thin, right? Because I didn't take away the part immediately coming off here. I took apart a piece from right here to here, and then I still had the skinny part. And then I said, oh, I shouldn't have done it that way, but I did it because I already had a light inside here for this little. Oh.
He says this all scratch built. You said.
Well, it's the Polar Lights D7 kit, and yeah, I'm just rearranging it. I made this little piece right here, and I did some mods to this. I cut this box shorter. I had to cut the whole center part out and flip it around so that this part could still be at the back, because otherwise it would have been right here. And these little things here, it's covered up right now, but I cut those out and I made little light boxes, and there's lights in there. So
yeah, if you would have made bigger engines at the center and the rear, it would have been like, and then put weapons at the ends where you're putting your engines now, it would have been like a really big Klingon bird of prey.
yeah, well, the idea Like as this started coming together, I started getting the idea like this is the in between from the D7 evolution into the bird of prey. Right? They got forward swooping wings instead of back. And it's just rearranged a little bit differently. Just putting some tape around this so it stops whirling around on me as I'm moving the model around. So yeah, there's tape on here now, but I made the photon torpedo launcher for the front and back, and I took the back impulse engine piece right here that you see off and relocated it to the front, and I added these some plastic some little plastic bits for panel lines. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to see that. But I put little panels. Once it's painted a lighter color, you'll see that better. Okay, so that's a little more stable. I got to figure out how to put this on because I want the outside, I want this part open to me, but I want the inside to be attached so that I can attach the inside of the nacelle onto it and then put the lights in. Actually, I'll put the lights in before that, but I'm still going to put this on right now. So that's going to go right there.
Tommy says, meds are speaking to the gray matter night guys before I can't type.
All right, Tommy, I appreciate you stopping by, man. Take care, and I hope you sleep well.
Yeah, my meds are starting to kick in too, but I'm going to stick around as long as I can.
Ken, don't be obligated.
Well, you never know. I might be like Yin and I'll start snoring.
Whatever, that's fine. That's fine. This is.
Although I did fall asleep during Jordan's stream the other day.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't say anything. You couldn't get a word in edgewise. Nobody could.
Everybody's saying goodnight to Tommy.
All right, that's.
And Alec almost walked into a wall in his own home.
Dude, get your poop in a group, man. Get your poop in a group, Alec. You shouldn't be bumping into stuff in your own home. Who am I kidding? I run into shit all the time. I'm always smashing my feet on something. All right, let's get this up there. So I'm not really worried about the fit of the backside of the joint here in the back because I'll fill it in. Like I ended up with a pretty big gap on the other side.
Right.
But I filled it all in and filed it down. Nice and flat. Filled it and filed it flat, fellas. I fixed it good. Okay, so I need a little cut right here. Should have did that before I put it on.
Howard says, stop watching that 3-inch screen. You got that phone surgically attached to your hand.
Which phone?
I think he's talking to Alec.
Oh. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Right? Walk around with the phone in your hand. What are you doing? Get in place. You son of a. I gotta clean that up a little better. There's like just overspray of primer on it, but I guess that was enough to make it not want to stick well. Oh, I see. There's a bump right there. Big old bump. Take this down now. Sorry about your ear holes, everybody. That's better. I'll flip that up out of the way. Maybe I'll look at it from this side. I'll get a better grip on what I'm doing here. Let's see. Right there. Okay, I'm gonna take the edge of it down a bit. So I'm gonna use my, say it with me, everybody. Fret leveling beam. Hello, kids. Say hello to the fret leveling beam.
You need to put that in the description of all your videos. And a link on Amazon where to find one.
Yeah. Get a sponsorship from something that's not even a model affiliated thing. So there's like some melted bits in there from when I cut it with the Sonic Saber. That's why I'm having a hard time getting that to go all the way.
Yeah. Howard says, I'm at the point if anyone is working for me and I see them on their phone when it's not a break, they're getting fired.
Yeah, true.
And Howard says only $15. Is that how much it is for a fret leveling beam?
I don't know how much it costs. I was looking them up. I seen them for 15, 12. In Canada, they're about $20, $25. But yeah, 15. That one was given to me by Mary's dad, so I didn't really know how much it cost. But I was looking them up. Yeah, they're around $20.
Around 15 US.
Yeah. For one this size, you don't need it. You don't need one any bigger than that. This is like a 12-inch one. So it's got like a 600 grit paper on this side, and it's probably like I don't know, maybe a 300 on this side, and then this side's a little bit coarser, and then this one's just smooth, and it's perfectly squared and smooth machine block, right? Perfectly flat. So I don't know. It's a handy tool, man. I use it every day, and I haven't leveled a fret in 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how it says. I got 2 of them, and they're slightly different. Yeah, they come in different grades of paper, I guess, and you can get them in different lengths. Like if you're doing really long instruments, you'd need a longer one.
And he says you can replace the sandpaper.
There we go. Yeah, it's just really sticky paper. Just peel it off. Put some more. See if I can get a little bit on the edge right here. There we go.
Looking good.
Squeeze it with the meat clamps and we're good to go. Okay, so this can go. I got a weird turn there with my wires, but that's all right. All right, I'm gonna consult my nemesis here, the soldering machine. I'll beg for its mercy.
3D Painter says, heading out for a little bit to play some pool, gentlemen. Have a great time building. I'll be live streaming some more tomorrow as well.
Awesome, 3D Painter. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that. If I'm at my TV tomorrow and while you're streaming, I'll be sure to tune in and catch you. Have fun at the billiards event. Have fun at the billiard hall. All right. Okay, so what I gotta do now? What I gotta do is I'm gonna start putting the lights together now inside this. I had to make another little end piece. Didn't like the little light boxes I had in there, so I just got to redo that. Where's my scissors? So I did that by taking a piece of this plastic here with the ridges on it. Using my old buddy here.
Yep, 3D Painter says, cheers all. Oh, it's just a bar pool. A bunch of dudes with chips on their shoulders that'll send home. That I'll send home disappointed.
Well, that's good.
Although chips on the plate are better than chips on your shoulders.
Chips on your sandwich.
Oh, there you go.
Always put chips in the sandwich. If I got a sandwich and chips at the same time. All right, so I need my heat gun here. So I got that, and that ended up being a little too large. Let's see. Tweezers? No, I got the. Oh, where's the? Where's my
I can't even say over there because I don't know what you're looking for.
I'm looking for this.
Oh, there you go.
Does anybody know what this is?
An angled piece of metal.
This is called a fret rocker. So this is this tool that you put on the frets and it spans like at least 3 of them. And then you move it back and forth like this, and it can tell you if you have one that's too high or too low. It'll either rock back and forth or there'll be a gap. And then depending on the distance in between your frets, you use different sized edges of it, right? So
look at that. Howard even said fret rocker.
That's right. Right on, Howard. Probably because he bought a kit, or when he was looking at the fret leveling beam, he was looking at all the other luthier kits. You can get a pretty decent little starter kit for luthier tools for, not that much money off Amazon. Mary bought me a bunch of stuff there a few years ago when I was really getting into the guitar work and stuff like that. But then we ended up moving to the apartment building, and I didn't really have anywhere to kind of do that thing. So I need to warm this up first. That's why I started getting into the. That's why I started doing models, because it's something I can do here in the apartment, and it's not. I'm not running power tools like belt sanders and jigsaws and stuff like that. Like there's some pretty decent sized tools you need for a lot of guitar work, and there's just not enough room in the apartment. There's not enough room in the apartment for what I'm doing here, but my wife is very gracious and she allows me to set up in the dining room area.
Howard says, like $21 had a good starter kit.
Yeah, that's not bad. You'll get most of the tools you need. Howard's probably got the other file there that I was showing before that has the inward curve to it for filing. It's a fret end file. So I don't know where mine is right now, but it's a file like this, but the narrow edge of it has a concave semicircle curve to it.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can file the ends of your fret and it rounds off the end of it, right? So it doesn't cut your fingers when you're playing the guitar. I have to just try to freehand bend this. Kind of wants to bend on the line. There we go. Bend it on the line. Bend it on the line. Okay. So just take a little bit off. I don't know if I'm in view here, but
You are?
should I get in a little closer?
If you do, it doesn't have to be too much more.
My light. Oh, there we go. That's probably a lot better for you guys anyway. There, we'll pass it through the loop. Hey-oh! So my my mount for that is one of these big clips here holding a bendy arm cell phone grip on the pole for this camera.
Nice.
Hey, it works great. I can move it around and position it wherever I want and level it. It's nothing wrong with it. It's pretty good. This wire in my way there, that's better. That's better. All right. So I've got a little bit of a flash sticking out there. So this is a lot better. What I did before was I made little light boxes.
Yeah.
It was overkill. I didn't need the little boxes. I didn't need the ends of this to be filled in. So, and they didn't fit in that well.
Alec is kind of wondering if you're going to go with a greenish paint job or not.
I'm not sure yet. Like I tried a couple things with my markers. I'd kind of like to go. Where's my picture there somewhere? Kind of liking this idea. It's like purpley green.
Nice.
Green with the purple highlights. So that's one option. I haven't really decided yet. I don't want it to look like the Kronos one, and I'm not concerned if it looks like a ship that's in the shows, right? That doesn't matter to me. I'm not trying to replicate the models that we see in the shows. I'm just having fun building the ship my way. So I don't know, whatever paint job I decide when I do it, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna put this guy back on. So I don't need to, I was gonna have to paint these green with the other lights that I was gonna use, but I don't have to do that now. Because the lights are green. They light up very nicely.
Stephen Martin says, I like that gray and green.
Thank you, Steven. I do too. It's been a while since I played it, but Too Loud and Imadawa in the comments there. Mary got in and played with us too. Grand Theft Auto Online. So I had, well, I suppose if I logged back into the game, I would still have like over 200 cars in my collection of cars in that game. And all of them were green and variations of green. And if there was highlighted parts and multicolored paint jobs you can do, it was green and purple. I just think green and purple look good together. And all my cars were green and purple. And I liked it. I liked it fine. Okay, so here's my noodle lights. So I don't need anything in here besides these lights, but I do need 2 of them. Get out of there. Because I'm not putting flashers or markers or anything like that. Just lighten them up green. And that's all there is. So these have a little hole in one end of it. That's the positive. I believe it's this one. So the thing about these is you can't wire them in series. Like I can't link the 2 ends together and then link it like this. So what I got to do is link these together. How did I do it? This, like that, and like this, Senna. Okay, so I'm gonna need some little pieces of wire. And I will use this stuff right here. It's pretty thin. It's also pretty delicate. It's on this weird clear cone thing that's from I don't know what.
Well, Jody, I'm gonna have to apologize. I'm gonna take off. I'll keep watching the stream, but I'm falling asleep, buddy.
You don't have to apologize, and I don't blame you for falling asleep. I'm sure most of the people watching, all 10 of you, are probably falling asleep also because
Well, I
it's
took my
so
bedtime
exciting.
medication at the beginning of Andrew's stream, so because it usually takes a couple hours for it to start kicking in.
Okay.
So,
Sounds
all right,
good,
everybody.
Ken. I appreciate you coming on and helping me out this far into it.
All right.
So,
Well, you guys all take care, and I'll say hi and chat and give a thumbs up.
When's your next Reliant video come out?
Should be tomorrow at 11, I hope, as long as I wake up in enough time to finish editing tomorrow.
All right,
So,
you guys go check out Ken's Hobby Bench tomorrow. Check out his USS Reliant buddy build that he's doing with Jordan at Align in the Stars. They're doing a phenomenal job on those Reliants, man. They're looking so cool. All the lights and upgrades, like it's gonna look studio quality in the end. So you guys go check that out tomorrow. Ken, thank you very much. Have a nice night, buddy.
thanks. Take care and say hi to Mary from me.
I will. It's Mary's birthday on Tuesday.
Oh, there we go. I'll have
Yeah.
to try and remember and wish her a happy birthday on Discord.
Well, that's sweet. Have a good night, buddy. Thank you.
Yep. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, everybody say good night, Ken. Okay, we'll put that one to the side. Get my stuff here. Okay, so this is the part that I have a hard time with. This soldering stuff disagrees with me, but I'll power through. I managed to get the other one done last night. So let me see what I got to do. First of all, let's get a wire on each of these. So a little bit of that. Where's the, where did you go? There you go. Get this guy out. Oh, Steven Martin said, what I liked about the Bird of Prey, a ship with some color. Yeah, they always had some pretty cool paint jobs. A lot of the Federation ones are pretty plain up until well, I don't know. If you look at the Star Trek Online ones, they're pretty vibrant with their paint jobs and that. So Alex says, laugh out loud. Just be careful with the green and purple, Jody. I don't think Green Goblin from Spider-Man or the Hulk will be happy to see you stealing their colors. Well, you know what? I don't think the Green Goblin is gonna give a damn, and I don't think the Hulk is gonna get angry about it. So I'm not too worried. Good night, Ken. Good night, Ken. Alex says, good night, buddy. All right. Okay, let's put this in here. Like a so. All right, I'll put some of this stuff. And so this is what Ken showed me. Put a bit on here. And then it goes on the wire. I'm going to put the wire in here. And it goes on the light. Now I got some more solder. Am I doing it? Pop it on there. And I did it. I did it. Okay. Okay, so that is going to go up to the model there, to the wing. Hope your cat doesn't fall in, Alec. Actually, I hope it does. That's hilarious when cats fall in the toilet. Hilarious. Okay. So bear with me because I get confused when it comes to wiring. Okay, so I need power in. I need positive and negative. So I need another one there. And the wire. So some of this stuff. Bunch of wires in my way. So yeah, this little thing is pretty good. It's really good for holding the wires in position. Thanks again to Howard for the Omni Fixo. Cam says you got this, Jody. Thanks, Cam. Trying, brother. I'm trying, man. Trying. So yeah, the one I did on last night's stream was a little weird. Okay, let me turn on my makeshift power supply. Make sure it's not turned up too high. I'll make sure it works. There we go. So we got Noodly. So now I gotta figure out again what I do here. So now these two need to go together. Yes. Okay, got it. So I need a short length of wire here. Okay, so I need 2 pieces. All right, so these ones are gonna get twisted together. Okay. And they're gonna get a piece. Just make sure I leave enough extra and drop it on the floor. All right, okay, I'm saying you got this, Jody. "13 people are here. Crazy." So line these 2 things up. Get some flux. Flux it up. All right, so now I want to make sure that is still the right wire. Yep, okay. Red's my positive. So positive. This one here. So soldering is still new to me, but I'm getting pretty decent with basic stuff like this. 1 or 2 little wires here and there. I still don't know anything about circuitry and stuff, but right. Get some of this stuff. Shrink. Ooh, that's fun when it's 100 degrees in here. All right, so I left it open so I can run one up this side too. There. I was gonna catch up on the chat, but no new chat. Been being pretty quiet. Since you're not chatting, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Do that while you're not talking. Just go see if you like it. You'll never know if you like it until you try the thumbs up button. All right, so we get one more. Heading up the centaur. Right here. Like so. Right there. Get the little heater. So I'll probably, I don't know, I won't need this much, but I'll leave it that long for now. Well, time to grab this part. All right, so one comes off the model. So there's the model. All right, the other one. So here, here. Okay, they both work. So now I just got to do the same thing here as I did on that side. Just gotta. Strip both ends of this. Dip it in the shmoo. Just a little dippy dip in the shmoo. Shmooey shmoo. All right, I didn't seem to have a problem with not pre-soldering it, so we'll give it another try. Just like that. Like so. Just like so. Okay. Now this is going a lot faster than it did for me last night. I already know the configuration that I have to try and set it up in. Oh my God, we got a comment. Oh my God. It's from Alec. It's from Alec. Currently unboxing and looking at my Constitution Pack 1 components. Got a few parts that were knocked loose, but thankfully nothing broken yet. That's good to hear. Constitution, that's like a wooden ship model. It's like a wooden Navy ship. I guess I don't need these headphones anymore. How about now? How about now? It's this one now. Ken says, cannot hear you. When you took your headphones off, you lost your mic. Yeah, when I took my headphones off, because I was using the mic on the headphones, but it was too hot. Todd says, hi, Tori. Todd likes Tori. As soon as he came in the frame, he was like, hi. Did he come back? Hi, bird. You want to say goodnight to everybody? Oh, no. He's out of here. Thanks for trying, Mary. He's out of here. You want none of it. You don't want any of it. Can you hear me now? Am I in? Am I coming in loud and clear? Alex says, I think he did. He was responding. Okay, well, the little green lights are going up and down on my screen here. Okay, we're all just deaf. We're all just deaf at the same time as a pandemic. Birdemic. It's a birdemic in here. I was trying the microphone over here on this camera, but I guess it was too far away. It's what I usually use when I'm recording my videos, and it seems to come across pretty good in the video. So I'm probably really loud right now because I'm using the MX Brio microphone. So if it is, maybe turn volume down a bit, I guess. I don't know. All right. Okay, so those are going to go into one. This is going to go this. Go. Sorry for shaking you up there. Alex says, I responded to your question about the Constitution before you had a chance to switch your mic over. Okay. And Howard says, no, sounds great. You're not Ian. Come on, man. Ian's not here. I like making fun of Ian just as much as the next guy, but he's not here, so I won't bug him. But that's a good one. That's funny. Okay, so I'm coming in like this. Coming off of here. Oh, that's gone now. There we go. Get in there. So coming off the wing right here. Coming off the wing, man. I'm just going to use my my power supply here for now. Okay, so I need a hole. That's there. I need to cut a bit out of here. Thanks, man. Make room for the wire. This one's a lot better. When I cut this one off, I didn't slip and cut a big gap into there. So I won't have to fill it in like I did the other side. That comes out. Okay, let's see. So we'll go in there. So what I got to do is get it to go underneath. Okay. So the other one I had right in there, but I want to determine, because these are kind of have a direction to them. It's not like, it's not super visible, like the camera won't see it, but I can see the individual dots on here, and it's a lot brighter on the light side. So I don't know if the camera is even going to determine the fact that it's brighter when I'm flipping it over, but it is. So I want to make sure that I have these facing into the edge of the plastic here, like this. It's like a dead worm. And these are like a weird silicone, so hard for things to stick to it, so I've got to kind of glue the shrink tube. Kind of got to glue it where the shrink tube is. Let's press that down like that. Okay. So I'll just put this together temporarily for now. And Howard saying that's a good thing. If he was, he would probably take over. I don't know. I don't think he's going to take over my stream. I'm not worried about it. If he does, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. I know how to talk to that guy. All right. Oh, what am I doing? That's not what I'm trying to do right now. I'm not doing that yet. Just getting ahead of myself there. Hey, if anybody from Tim Hortons is watching, hit me up. Check me out, Timmies. I check you guys out. Come on. It's only fair. So in order for this to light up the, well, it'll light up just with the ambient light coming from in here. But for this to fit, so I gotta go here. So I'm actually gonna need the baking soda here because the crazy glue won't stick to this silicone stuff. So I gotta kind of use the glue cement to hold it in place. So some of that. All right, I'm going to unclip that. This goes here. So this one's going to go this way. Why did I turn that off? I need that on still. So make sure that this one faces the right direction. Any chat? No chat? No chatter. 14 of you. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. This one. Okay, so what I want to do is pull this one back a little. Slip it off. Twist it the right way. There we go. Like this. All right, that's pretty good. I'm stuck to my clip there was stuck to my Omni Fixo. Okay, a little glue. Just pull it down like that. 12 o'clock, we're in. 12 o'clock, all's well. So again, I want to make sure this is pointing down towards the edge of the plastic right there. I'll just get a little bit more in the corner here because I'm going to be bending this around, trying to manipulate it. And, pops off pretty easy because, like I said, even this has a hard time sticking to the silicone here. There we go. Just hold on to that so it doesn't keep taking off on me. Ah, that's better. Multi-purpose. Okay. So now, don't need that on there. So I just want to loop it like this. This. Gotta twist it. Oh yeah, I need to. Yeah. Meh. I remember when I did this wrong. It wasn't really that long ago. About 10 minutes. About 10 minutes ago, I wired this up the wrong way. 'Cause I gotta use a thinner wire today. Alex says, I'd chat more, but I'm marking my parts accordingly so I can do some off-camera progress so I don't have to do repetitive stuff on my video for pack 1. Yes, excellent. Planning ahead. Today's episode of Thinking Ahead with Alec. Okay, so I need thin wires because it has to run back in this little wedge right here. I forgot that I was doing that. And the thinnest wire I have is the wire that's on these little tiny SMDs right here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that because I don't need all of it. Only need a bit because I can attach that. I'm blocking my access to. There we go. Hey, I lost it. There we go. Alright, so this one's very tiny. Very, very tiny. So I've seen Ken dip this thing right in there. Just kind of seems to all evaporate. But we'll check it out. Again, he knows what he's doing. Okay, well, it's stuck. It's stuck in there. It's all up in there. There. And here. Okay, the blue one. Doesn't matter if they're the same. Whoa. Okay, don't grab that until you're ready to use it. Okay, I'm just going to do it this way. Let's put the minutiest amount. Drop. Droppity drip. Okay. All right, there. That's what I needed. That's why I was having a hard time. This, that. Just check on chat. Nobody there. Nothing going on. Hey, where'd that go? Oh, it slipped all the way up there. Okay. Well, all right. Should get a. Where's my? Where is my? Okay. Seeing I misplaced my lighter, so I'll just use the heat gun again. Use the heat gun again. It's a little better if I put it in here. Heating up my noodles. Just gonna warm up the end of my noodle. That's all. Just gonna use this heat gun. And I'm gonna warm up the end of my noodle. Thank you very much, my love.
You're very welcome.
My lovely lady brought me my lighter. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very tempted to end the stream right now. Right now. Well, I'll stick around for a little bit here. I'm on a roll. Really tempted to just end it right now, though. The live stream. Just this. Don't go crazy, YouTube robots. Whatever you thought you heard me say. Whoa! Oh, my glue. I've dropped my glue. I'm all distracted and discombobulated now. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this loop's over here. I make a little ring with this one. And this one goes down like that. There. That's what I did. That's what I done did. Okay, so but the thing is, it needs to be just a little further away from this. So I'm gonna do it like that. And this way, I got the, that's right, I got the shrink tube and I can glue it. Because again, can't stick this stuff very well. I tried CA glue, I tried Elmer's glue, I tried wood glue, I even tried this here welding glue that chemically bonds it and melts the plastic. It doesn't do anything to this because it's like silicone coating, right? So it's impervious to chemical reactions. So we can probably get this guy just over that. Right like that. Okay. I'm going to loop it one more time. Like this. This wire on top. There. That. Do we have any chatters in those? Hey, there's Jerry Riojas. He was in 3D Painter's stream earlier today. I was chatting with him. Hello, me earlier on 3D Painter's stream. Yeah, that's right. Joined the Discord a little bit ago. That's awesome, Jerry. You'll start out in new members. I haven't looked at Discord. I don't know if anyone's made you a full member yet. One of the admins over there will open up the whole Discord for you, so you can see all the various channels of what everybody's doing over at Hobby Time Modelers. We got all kinds of different categories over there you can look in. People are doing sci-fi and wooden models and 3D painting and printing and just everything. There's all kinds of cool stuff over there to check out. All kinds of jokes and memes, and everybody's nice. Says they did. My username is Grumpy Vet. All right, Grumpy Vet. They let me in. Cool. Excellent, Jerry. Looking forward to see the stuff you're working with. Jerry's my brother's name, and my dad's name was Gerald, but we all called him Jerry. Everybody called him Big Jerry or Pa. He was Pa. Okay, so I'm just gonna put, here's what I was talking about in the 3D Painter stream earlier, buddy. This is the 7D cattle bruiser. And I call it the 7D because it's just the D7 in reverse, as you can see. Oh, there's Howard. Howard saying, look out for the glue trap. Look out for the glue trap in Discord. It'll take your money and buy the models. The glue trap? You mean the page with all the links? I don't know. Yeah, everybody throws links up in Discord for cool products that you might want or need, and there's always someone who'll take the time out to help you with tech stuff and modeling tips and tricks and advice and stuff like that. Everybody's so talented and knowledgeable that it's a good group of friends to have. It's a nice place to hang out, have a little bit of fun. Okay, so yeah, here's my 7D cattle bruiser. I made, this is just the Polar Lights Katinga kit from like the 90s. And we got this nacelle finished last night. So as you can see, there's some differences here. The mounting point is at the back of the nacelle instead of the front. The whole body there is on backwards. I added a little sort of a hallway passing back into here. There's tape on here now, but this got the grills lit up red and behind it. I made little light boxes right there. You can't see it now, but those are lit up green, so it's going to look similar to this. And there's the back end. So the back, oh, there we go. Look at that. You can see everything. So this is the engines that normally would have been on this part of the model. It's relocated to the back. I got my little shuttle bay there. There's nothing in there yet. Jerry's saying that's awesome. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. My channel is called Trek Mods because I mod Star Trek ships. So every model that I've made so far is modded. There's changes I make to them. So this is my Excelsior refit. I tried to get this one in the tried to get this guy in the contest at Wonderfest, but I was too late. Apparently, I was too late. So I always thought the Excelsior was kind of flat and boring. So we got this back spine part that I added, extending off the neck there. And we got the Arboretum sort of windows there that I added in. I always thought this was kind of too long, sticking out the back, so I cut that. We got the quad impulse engines at the back there. We got the secondary impulse engine. Says, wow, that's impressive. Nice work. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I don't know if you're going to see this with the camera, but my impulse crystals, every model I've made, I put like an actual crystal in there. This one too. It has an even tinier one under the dome. So it's a little blue glass crystals. You know what I mean? Stuff like this. These little things. So I'll put those right. They call it an impulse crystal, so I put a crystal in it, man. You know what I'm saying? There's the it's there, so my nacelles. A couple pieces off the Discovery Enterprise kit. And here's the fun part. Got my little shuttle here. It's hard to get it with the camera, but little shuttle is on a piece of fiber optic and it's lit up. There we go, we can see it. It's my little tiny shuttle there. You can see inside the shuttle bay if we can. Try to. Oh, so there's little shuttles in there. There's two shuttles in there, and it's really hard to see, but there's a back wall. There's little cargo containers inside there that I made all by hand from scratch. Made this back plate right here. And I got phaser strips. I added those because my idea is like this thing's still around in the 24th century. So why wouldn't they add the phaser strips to it as technology progresses? So there's one of them. Just to give you an idea, Cam says, I can see it. What, the crystal? Cool. Very nice detail. Love it. Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's just to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. Trek mods. Pretty self-explanatory. It's Star Trek ships modded. Yeah, man. Go check out my channel. There's a bunch of stuff on there. Well, there's not that much. There's a lot of videos, but I'm only on my second series of my second build series right now. I'm on the Miranda Hornet, which is this one. The Miranda Hornet refit. Oh, the cargo bay lit up. Yeah, you can see it in there, Cam. Nice. So let's see if I can. This one's not quite done yet. See if we can get her turned on. So this is my current build series that I'm working on right now. So there you go again. It's got that crystal in there. And this one's got a couple extra little perks. There's some crystals in the bottom. Those orange ones. So it's got an arboretum there that I made. So this is like a little hand pen torch, right? That I made into the little pod because I was inspired by Bill Krause's Hornet design with the little underslung pod or the Duderstadt class, whatever. So this is my deflector dish here. So that's my little deflector dish. That's going to go on here. I got a clear sprue in the end of it there. And that goes on just like that. There. So I made this whole back part here. This is all fabricated by me. There's my shuttle bay area back there. I got a little photon torpedo thing at the back. I changed the shuttle bays into the impulse engines. Yeah. Oh, and I added the cap from an old disposable razor is my deflector dish on the front. So that's what I'm doing around here. Back in the drawer with you. I'm making a video series on that one. So I wanted to start working on something on the live stream so I could join the other HTM guys on Fridays and Sundays because it's fun. So I dug out the battle cruiser and I didn't have any intention on doing this. Oh, Jerry says he subscribed earlier. He says, very creative. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. He says he subscribed earlier. Cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, so what I was doing was like kind of holding it up and fitting it together, and I put this piece on backwards. And my friend Ken here from Ken's Hobby Bench says, hey, you got that on backwards? And I said, really? I said, I don't know, I kind of like it like that. But I put it the proper way, and I added this attached, and it was all glued together. And then the next day, I was looking at it, and I said, you know what? Crack, flip. So I flipped it around. I said I liked it backwards. So I flipped it backwards and started calling it the 7D instead of the D7. Back to this. Okay, let's get this powered up again. So now these ones just get all right, that's what I was gonna do. I got distracted by everybody's generous comments there. I appreciate that very much. You guys are too nice, too kind, too nice, too kind. Okay, so I'm just gonna anchor this down right there. That. Now I can pull it this way. Just make sure it gets right in that crack right there. So, just a drop. That's all I need. A little bit of the powder on there to lock it in. So I'll have to wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, so it's going to be joined to the other one. Now, same here. Drippy drop. Get that in place. Down the groove. That didn't stay in place. Just kind of hold that down for a second or two more. There's still 12 of us here. 15. I looked at it and said 12 and it jumped to 15. Well, whoever the three of you magical people are, thank you. Magic beings. Would you guys just beam in? Well, for anyone who just beamed in, welcome to the Kyle Bruiser build. 7D modifications. So I'm just going to jam it in there. Come on, jam it, jam it, jam it. God, jam it. Yeah. Hold it. Literally all I need. Literally. Okay, so now I gotta put these two together. Do that by doing this. Clip them. Burn them. Like Michael Burnham. Burn them like Michael. Oh yeah. It just stabbed me in the foot. Fell down and landed on my foot like that. Love it. Okay, so just give this a little scrape. This and like that. So that's all exposed. So I need these ones for. What we got here? We got Tim Case. Am I saying that correctly? Tim Case? Or are you broken in French and you're Casade? He says, I like this modded starship. Can it be possible to build this in multiple scales? Well, yeah, I guess if you got whatever scale of the model you have, you can make these mods. I also have the 350 scale Kronos 1 kit. I'm not going to do this to it, though. That's going to be one of the only ones that I make not any major mods on. Like, I'll probably add some things and make a few changes here and there, and I might take liberties with the paint job and stuff like that, but I'm probably going to build that one the way it's supposed to be built. But I'm sure if you had any D7 battle cruiser kit, you could do it. All right, all I did was I still wanted this component here to be at the back, right? So when you turn this hull around backwards, this ends up right behind the neck. So I had to cut this part right out. So I don't know if you can see it there, but I made two. You can kind of see that one seam right there, right? It almost looks, you can see it a little more there. So I cut this whole middle section out and I flipped it around so this would still be towards the back, right? There's tape on this, but that grill is there. It's all lit up. Added some little plastic pieces right here for like paneling detail. Right, it's got the photon torpedo launcher at the front there. The base is like a reading touch lamp. So just got a touch button on there. It's like a reading light. It was my dad's. So I'm doing that second nacelle right now. Just got her wired up there. We've got 1240. Okay, so I'm going to twist them together. Get away on me that way. All right, so grab the Homni. Get it on the Homni. Crash it. All right, so a little bit of this. Just barely a drippity drop. So I'll take a small piece of wire. This one already has some solder on it. It's already got the solder. Just want that to be as straight as it can be. All right, stick it together. Sticking together is what good waffles do. Just all I got at. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't melting the plug there for the other thing. Okay, so now, boom. Boom, like that. Then we got the front little cone there glowing nicely. Right, that's just so I just made that out of just a little folded over. It's just a folded over piece of this lenticular plastic that I use in most of my models so far since I found it. Well, I didn't find it. It's a big sheet of, it's one of those funky pictures. So it's one of these. All right, I've been cutting off chunks using it for stuff like this. So you get this plastic with fine ridges in it, like chili grills. Let's see what's Alec doing. Oh, Tim says, you got my last name close. To pronounce it, I would have to pull your tongue out through your stomach. To pronounce it, put a K in front of Aussie, then say it. Oh, so it's Kazi. Kazi, Tim Kazi. Well, welcome, Tim Kazi. I know French quite a bit, and in French that would be cassé, and that means broken. Although it might be spelled with a C, C-A-S-E. So my immediate thought was going French on that one. Alec is going, hey, Jody, I just got my USS Constitution frame started there, buddy. I'm saving frame number 1 for my video, but so far, it's looking pretty fun. All right, cool. I believe it's a holographic photo. Yeah, it's a holographic photo. Dragon lady with a bunch of things. Yeah, but it's got the ridges on it, right? So the only problem is you got to get rid of it's printed right on the back of here. So every time I use it, there we go, right here. So here's a piece here. So you got, you know what I mean? You can see it. So you got to scrape all this off, and it's kind of a pain. Jerry's saying it's German. Oh. Kasi is German. Okay, excellent. Well, now I'm trying to remember. Jordan was talking German to me last night on the group stream. Oh, maybe. Jerry's saying maybe. Oh yeah, because it wasn't Tim that said it was German. So you're guessing it's German, Jerry. Oh. Old Norse for cheesemaker on board Viking ships. Original virgin is Kosi. So specifically on the ships. Is there a different name for the cheesemaker that's based on land? That's pretty interesting. That's cool. It's nice that you can trace it back that far. Like, I don't know. There's some guessing about my last name. There's some speculation. But, I don't know. There's no real documented, timeline of our family history or whatever. There's just a lot of speculation and guessing. And Howard's back. Howard says, I just tried to drink some soured milk on my ridge. That'll teach me to pay attention. So, from your fridge. Stupid keyboards. I lived in Germany for 12 years. I said German because that's how they say cheese. Yeah. Well, Norse, the Norse language, and the Norse is a Germanic language. So a lot of the words do coincide with each other, and a lot of them are the same. So originally, yeah, a lot of their words would have been exactly the same. And a lot of our English words come from Norse. And because by the time the Norsemen got to the England, which would have been Saxony at the time, started blending and mixing languages, and then the longer they settled for, the more words that we picked up from each other. That's how language works. Everything's always evolving, changing. People say, oh, can't understand what the kids are saying these days. They got all these weird words that they make up. But every word is made up by somebody at some point. So, yeah, it's stupid. A lot of it sounds stupid to us because we're grown-ups and we know better, but that's how language evolves and changes, right? We use abbreviations and we use acronyms and anagrams and stuff like that, and we start flipping things around, and eventually just becomes widely accepted. And all of a sudden the next dictionary printed has a what do you call it? It's changed. There's a word for it. I need to get a dictionary. I need to get a thesaurus so I can figure out all these different words for all the things. And then I can live with my synonym girl. That's right. I want to live with my synonym girl. I'll stay content for the remainder of my days with my synonym girl. Where's the other piece? Go there. So we've got a little bit of a gappy there. There, looks like that. Make sure your lightly sand. Oh, I left that comment on the screen. Sorry. Make sure you lightly sand that brown char off those parts when you glue them together, Alec. The char. Oh yeah, from the edges of the laser cut wood. Yeah, because the glue won't soak into the wood. You need the glue to soak in and permeate the wood for it to get good adherence. I only know that from you guys. I learned it by watching you guys. That's what Buck said. And it makes sense, right? You can't glue two things together if they had finish on them or clear coat. Why can't I speak? Tard. All right, let's get this in here. Right like that. Right there. Start with... Okay. That is a lot extra. Don't need that. Okay, so I gotta put my other grill in there. So I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but check it out. I used Tim is saying, neat tip, paint glow-in-the-dark paint. Paint glow-in-the-dark paint on your light-up parts for extra effect. Oh, that's actually a good idea. I have some powder, some glow-in-the-dark powder. So I used the discarded guitar strings here for the little piping detail on the nacelles. That's just little guitar strings. And I'm trying to emulate, because I cut this all out, so I'm just trying to emulate what the Kronos 1 looks like. Because I have that kit and I was looking at the parts. And the nacelles have like these details of piping. I didn't make the same shapes and same pattern, but it just evokes that look, right? Looks very similar. Okay, so a little glue here and here. Ow, I just ran over my own toe with the chair. All right, so I got the guitar strings protruding right there. I want to get good contact on that. So I'll get this leather punch here. Punch that out. punch is getting dull. There we go. Drip, drip, drip. Yeah, I was preventing it from getting stuck all the way down there, so I just had to punch a hole rather than grind these away. I could have got the grinding bit out and grinded that, but it's easy enough just to punch a hole in it like that. So I'm just gonna hold it with the meat clamps for a couple seconds. Cam says the little details go a long way. Yeah, they do. They do. I like Tim's idea of using glow-in-the-dark paint to highlight the lit up parts. I have some powder that I could probably just mix in with some white or some clear. Could probably even use some of this. Mix the glow-in-the-dark powder right into this. This is what I use to do my windows. I don't have micro crystal clear or UV resin or shit like that. I just use some of this. Put a drop of white paint in it to tint it so it's not perfectly clear and it diffuses the light a little bit. Works for me. Works for me. Okay. So now I'm going to get that situated right there. Probably put this inside. Okay, yeah, so I don't want that getting pulled, damaged, or anything. Those wires are very delicate. So just glue it by gluing the shrink tube. Okay, that for a second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. You guys just entertain yourselves. Scroll up. Whoa, hey, easy there, bud. Scroll up and down through the comments and read everyone's funny comments. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, I gotta plug this one in. So I'm just gonna have to take my face off of here for a minute. I'll be back. I just gotta plug it in for a minute. It's dying. It's getting beeped at. Getting beeps and boops and peeps and poops. Oh, there, Jesse. Go outside and do your peeps and poops now. Be a good boy. You can do peeps and poops. There's 13 people in here. Right, so now I fold this one back up over here. That. Right there. So that, what I should be able to get it sort of back on pretty much where it was. Just like that. Then I will have this cap, and then I'll have lots of filling, and well, I won't have as much filling and sanding as I did on this side because I know what I'm doing this time. Last night when I built this side on the stream, I had the pylon attached to the nacelle still. So when I went to built everything and put it together, and then I went to put it on here, and it didn't quite line up because my two pieces were so I was like this, and then the other one was like that. It wasn't quite the right angle, so they were kind of open like a book, and it didn't want to come together. I tried pressuring it, but it refused. Thanks for the reminder, Howard. Alex says, hey, Jody, you know what? Even though I'm in the basement at my parents' house / bar, you could say I'm building my model at the bar. That's awesome. Is your bar stocked? Is it a fully stocked bar? Getting up in that bar. Barred from the bar. Just gonna make myself a quick coffee. Almost 2 in the morning, but I'm having a coffee anyway. Because I have a horrible addiction. I shall be right back. Almost done. These cups here, you can reuse them 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 if you're lucky. If you don't mix any booze into it. And you start putting whiskey in your coffee, this thing deteriorates by the time you're done drinking it. They're extremely biodegradable around here. All right, so now my task, get that in the frame a little bit. Okay, so now I gotta get these wires attached to each other. Well, not to each other, to these ones. I wonder if I should try attaching my bottom piece there. So that comes straight down. Okay, so I'm pretty much, I didn't have to cut this one off. I only had to cut the other one off. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well, hopefully I can hold this at the proper angle. So keep it sort of straight. Not quite a 90-degree angle. But I do want it pointing downwards. turn it like this so I can look. Okay, so they're kind of doing this. They're like splaying outwards like that. But I don't know. That might just be a matter of my perspective. Because if I'm looking at it from below, maybe this could go like just a little. It's already started to set. There. I was able to just kind of move it like that. That's good. That is good. Okay, so now gotta get this. Okay, so I'll get my baking soda. Get my little shovel. And I'll see what Howard's saying. Oh, Alex says, yeah, my parents do keep it stocked. All right. Any of it in there yours, buddy? Probably made of corn. So it degrades easily like the popcorn they use for packaging these days. If they look at the Cheetos, but white, stick them in water and they'll melt. Oh, yeah? Yeah, these guys melt pretty fast. The lids don't last that long either. The lids are biodegradable too, so they split real easy. I try to reuse them as many times as I can. Not always doable. Okay, so anybody hasn't seen me do this before, it's a trick I learned from guitar work. We use this a lot in guitar repairs. Super glue and the baking soda. So it just instantly cures. It catalyzes the glue and cures it and turns it into like hard plastic. And that cements it and secures it into place. So I don't have to worry about using the zip kicker. It fills it in. It fills it in like a cement. And then I can file that, sand it pretty much right away, as soon as I want to. That one's off. Then my phone battery died. I had to plug it in for a bit. And I was worried that if I plugged it in when it was on, I don't know what's going to happen. StreamYards is weird sometimes. So I just turned it off. For now, I should be able to start it back up again in a few minutes. Okay. So there we go for that. So it's not totally completed, but that's good enough for now. That's all I need. I just need it to stay in place so I can work with it. Now I need to attach the other. Okay, so I'm going to link these wires together. Clip that. Should have did this first. It's kind of, yeah, tough like that. Not giving myself a lot to grab onto. Luckily, the wires are real thin and they strip very easily. All right, so now put them together and see which one's which. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Let's get some of this on here. There. There. Okay, so I won't be able to use my Omni for this unless maybe I do it upside down. I think I'll just hold it. Hold it. That. Yeah, zoom in. I don't know how to zoom in, so I'll just move the camera. It's better anyways. That's what Todd told me. It's always better to move the camera closer than it is to zoom in. Get a little bit of solder here. Some on there. Some on there. Light. It's not in the way too much. Okay, so just kind of. Oh, almost forgot my. Almost forgot this. You guys are supposed to remind me. Don't forget the shrink tube, man. Get on there. Get on there. Thank you very much. You like that. Okay. So I'll just try to get them together as much as I can. Now I just need to think of a way to hold this. So bend it into submission. I need a bit of solder. SDM Productions is here. How you doing? You're Kenny, right? You're in 3D Painter's stream today. I subscribed to your channel today. Am I right? Is it Kenny? Hi, Kenny. Oh my God! I subscribed to Kenny. You bastard. Now my shrink stuff shrunk on me. And it's stuck. Get up there. Get up over there. Maybe I can stretch it up over enough to cover that. Shrunk when I soldered it. That's too close. A little too close. There we go. Got it up there. Shrink that a little more. Thank you.
The way the fan or the wind's blowing on your grass. Looks like the lips that died.
That was hilarious. My wife just showed me a really funny thing on that internet thing. You know that interweb there? Yeah, look at this guy over there. Get on there. Cut that a little shorter so that doesn't. Should have gave myself a bit more wire here. Thanks for an awesome stream, Jody and chat. Have a good night, everyone. Bedtime for my brother-in-law, Cameron. All right, Cameron, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Cameron's one of the very privileged few that can actually just come upstairs and watch me do this right here if he wanted to. I should be getting him to come and be my producer on this. Cam could control the chat for me and stuff. All right, let's get this locked in. Locked and loaded. Okay, so just gonna reach. Just gotta get this one attachment completed here. That didn't work. Did it? Yeah, I guess it did. Guess I got it. So keep this up here. Kind of wreck the wire a little bit. So it's not completely. Let's see if I can slide that up a little bit more. It's soldering so close to where I got the shrink tube there. This didn't sit duck on the. Switch that down. Oh, okay. So I'll just start over. Oh. Don't have much exposed right there. Okay, I'll try and push that back as far as I can. Oh, it's Rick. Rick at SMD Productions. Okay, so you're not Kenny. Kenny was somebody else. And you're doing great. That's awesome. I'm doing pretty good too. I'm doing okay. Not. I'm actually doing better at this soldering thing than it usually goes for me. New at it, and I'm learning. Let me see if my oh shoot. Oh my okay. Well, we don't need that on right now. Let's see. Powered off. Right. I was trying to get my other camera going again, but it's off, so we'll just leave it off. I'm almost done here anyways. Been way over 2 hours. So I'm gonna get this wired up and I'm gonna get the cap on and I'm gonna call it a night on that. Okay, there's that on there. Oh, there's not much there. Okay, I just want to add a little bit more. I don't feel like that's a very secure connection. Ah, it came off. That's good. That's totally stuck. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to keep it far away from the other one, and just hope they don't make contact. Shouldn't. Glue it away. I can cut this corner a little bit here. I'm just gonna cut this corner away to give a little bit more room for the wire. I believe I did that on the other side too, if I remember correctly. Cut that away just so I can move it over a bit like that. Just glue it down. So, place it there. And I'll just kind of stick this one up out of the way so that it can't interfere with this guy. And I need to make a little bit more room right there. Oh, that didn't stay down. Stay down. Gotta clip that so I can work right here. I need a bit more room right here. Like that. Just push it right out of the way. Just catch up on the comments here. Tim Kazi, I gotta go. Time for sleep. Kapla. Hey, Kapla, Tim Kazi. I hope I'm not too late. When was that? 1:22. All right, 4 minutes ago. You might be still listening. Kapla, Tim Kazi. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out Trek Mods. Go check out my channel. All kinds of cool stuff there. Alex saying, aside from the one set of frames I'll be doing on my build video, I only have 2 more frames left. Is that your Constitution, Alec? Have you started your NX01 350 scale yet? I'd be more interested to see that than the Constitution. There, just get that in there. I'd love to get my hands on a 350 scale NX01 kit. I'd just really like to do my refit version of it and see it at that size, at that scale. I think that would be pretty sweet. That would be sweet. All right. Okay, so now I got this. Shouldn't present too much of a issue. Looks like it's gonna go on, so I'll have a little bit of seam work and filling to do, but that's fine. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. It's going to interfere with the good way to get rid of that. This is. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. There's like some flare, some flash from when I cut this. I was about to stick it on, but then it would have interfered with the fit of the tip. Yep, my Constitution. All right, cool. So that's if anyone that doesn't know what Alex is talking about, that's a wooden warship, I guess. Not the Constitution class Enterprise. So a little bit on this. I want to make sure that wire's down in there. Can't have that protruding out the crack. There. There. This clip here. Another one. These clamps are strong, man. Hope it doesn't crack the plastic. Use these girly ones instead. That's not strong enough. Use these nondescript ones. Yeah, that's no good, man. It's not good like that. It's too much of a gap. It's too much of a gap. It's not really gonna. So I got that on there. All right. Well. Gross. You're gross, Jody. Rick says, I love the concept of the 70 Cruiser. Thank you. Actually, it's not the battle cruiser, it's the cattle bruiser. Cattle, see what I did there? Cattle bruiser. It's cattle bruiser. Give me 1 second. I was totally turned off. What? So my secondary camera there, my phone just totally turned itself off. I didn't know it was going to do that. Connect charger. It is connected. I guess this cable doesn't charge. What? No, turned off again. Well, that means you guys don't have to see my face again at the end of this. So it's a blessing in disguise for you guys. Let's get rid of some of that excess there. That's not bad. Block that off. Do the same thing on the top here. Just give it a little. Oh, that's not even stuck, man. let's get some in there. Oh, that's way too strong. Just slipped right off. I'll just use the meat clamps. LOL, says Rick. Love it. Thanks, buddy. I keep looking over where my other camera was, but I'm not looking at anything. It's not on. It's off. So when the battery died, the phone turned itself off. Because I guess it's plugged in, but I guess the cable it's plugged into doesn't provide power. It only provides connection to the computer. There we go. This one's going to do it. I got a different cable. I got so many cables. Man, I got so many cables. I got cables coming out of the yin-yang, man. Luckily, this thing doesn't take long to turn on. My Motorola phone there that I use on a regular basis takes like 10 minutes to boot up. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, shuddy. Oh, now it's giving me the liquid warning again. It's giving me the water warning. Whatever, because it's dead. I'll let it charge up. My wife stopped using that phone because every time she plugged it in to charge, it was given like a warning saying that there was water in the charger. There was not. So she got another phone and it was sitting in the drawer for a long time. And then, I don't know, I was playing around. I decided to turn it on and it worked. It charged and was working. But now that the battery's died down, it seems to not want to work. Okay, I'm just going to grab my fret leveling beam here. I'm just going to de-primer the edge of this. And just kind of give this one a little smoothening. Highlander 92, the smoothening. There. Scrape it out a little bit. Scrape that down. Scrape it down. Scrape it down. Come on, get down there. There's still 12 people here. I am very pleased and surprised. Rick says, I'm getting ready to start the Battlestar Pegasus model soon, as it's going to be fun. So is that Pegasus? That's Battlestar Galactica, right? Battlestar Pegasus. Okay, this looks like it fits on here pretty good. That's kind of squishy. Probably get a little. Gonna give myself just a little more space there. Let's see. This wide one on. Just gonna carve this out a bit, give myself a little room. Just a little bit extra space for all that crap I got in there. Perfect. See, so I'll have a little bit of a gap right there. That can be easily filled. The edge. This edge. That. Okay, so this is sticking out right there over the edge a bit, and I'm pleased that it is because it did on the other side, and I had to file it down quite a bit to smooth it out. So the fact that it's sticking out on this side as well means that I got it even and matching on both sides. So that's just plain old good news. This is a lot more resilient, so I can use the big. Oh, that's just way too powerful. I need weaker clamps. Man, I can barely squeeze this thing with my weak ass hands, anyways. Okay. So I'll just add a bit more here. So I'll just hold it with my fingers. Hold it with my thumb. Pack 2 of Soundwave is finished. Ravage built. Oh, Howard got the Soundwave transformer. Is Ravage like the one of the tapes? Is Ravage one of the little cassettes that goes in them? That's actually one of the only. It's the only transformer that I had when I was a kid, and it was like I don't know if it was the first generation transformer. Probably not, because I had it in like maybe the late 80s, early 90s. And it was the tape recorder guy with the little cassette that turned into like a bird. And Howard says yes. Alex says, actually, I think I have the first rib left to do. I just noticed the last two. Oh, cool. Nice. I just got a notification saying that Andrew linked his stream to my stream. Just got that now. Thanks, Google. Always set a reminder for when everybody's show is going to start so I don't miss it. And what's vibrating? Oh, it's this weird phone. Okay. My whole desk is going. It's my other phone. It was doing a weird vibe thing to tell me that there was a water warning again. So that's being weird. Yeah, I hear rhythmic thump thump on the stream. Actually, I have the first rib. Also, is that your phone's heart? Yeah, so my phone that I was using for my secondary camera was just doing like a weird vibe thing to tell me that it wasn't charging because it mistakenly thinks it has moisture in the charger. He was the G1. His counterpart was Sound Blaster. Okay, so I had a G1 transformer. Cool. Didn't know that, man. Didn't know I had one of those. There we go. Okay, check this out. Hold on. I wonder if this is going to work. flip? Oh yeah, it flipped. Wait, are we upside down? Yeah, we want to be the other way. Oh, that's one way to do it. So now if I turn this way, okay, there, that's what we want. Okay. Good night, Jerry. 1:45 a.m. Got to get to bed. Have a good night. Good night, Jerry. Thanks for staying so late. I'm finishing up right now, anyways. Just showing you what we got going so far. Could probably take this tape off so you can see the photon torpedo launcher, but I'm not going to do that. So from the front view, pretty much looks like a normal D7. Can't really tell that there's a difference in the shape. You spin it around, can't really tell, aside from the fact that this is wider than it would be, but you can't notice that just by looking at it there. So yeah, the real fun thing is looking at it from the top. I'd say that's pretty cool, man. Cool. If we look in, we can see the little spine part that I added. That little window section in there. Only ended up putting one light right in the center, so it looks like it's a lot brighter in the center. So I don't know, maybe I'll like put more stuff in to dim those ones out a little bit. But I don't know, whatever. It looks pretty good. I'll put red paint in the holes here. I've got lights in there. Put red in the holes. You can see those panels I was talking about. So it wants to flip over. You can see those little panel things I added. Okay, down here. We've got the little there we go. Panels there. So I got a lot of filing and filling to do. I gotta fill the whole underside of this joint here. File it down, fill this up. So it'll end up looking like this side. It's all pretty smooth. Needs to be primed and painted, but it's all smooth and even there. It doesn't look too bad. It's pretty good. So there we go. I got my little end caps. I can use these now. Been waiting to stick these little guys on. So I was looking at pictures. There's like lights, but I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I bet you if I drilled a hole, there'd be enough light. There'd be enough light coming through that I can light it, and I can get in there with a piece of this clear 3D pen filament, which I use like fiber optic all the time because it acts the same way, and it'll bring that green light to the surface. I'm thinking this part right here is probably where a light would be. Johnny saying looks real good, Jody. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody else that tuned in. So I'm going to leave it there tonight. I want to thank all my friends for coming to Trek Mods and watching me build this weird D7 conglomeration here, this Frankenship. Now this camera's weird. It has a very sensitive gyroscope in it, I guess. All right, so there we go. Thanks for coming and checking this out with me. So I'll probably be on the Sunday Fun Day stream with HTM working on it tomorrow. If not, you'll see me during the week working on this one. And that's it. You guys take care. Keep on trekking. Thanks for being a shiphead with me. Thanks to Todd and thanks to Howard for the most generous dashes right at the beginning of my stream. You guys probably aren't. Well, I know Howard's still here. He's commenting right now. You should enter this in Wonderfest. If it comes out looking pretty good and I get the finishing work done, you know what I mean? If the finish comes out nice and it looks good, maybe I'll try it. I'll at least bring it so I can show it to everybody. I don't know if I'm going to enter it, but I'll give it a shot. Anyways, thanks, Howard, for that. And thanks for your gift at the beginning. I really, really appreciate it, man. And thanks to Todd. And everybody else that was here, Stephen Martin. Oh, there's Todd. Great job, Jody, and good night, all. Thanks, Todd. It wasn't a great job. I messed up my secondary camera, and I didn't get it working again. So, too loud. Johnny saying good night. Rick saying good night. Everybody else that was here. Let me just skim through the chat and see if I can. Tim Crosby or Kazi. Says like Kazi. Tim Kazi. Thanks for coming by, Tim. Jerry Riojas. And of course, Howard. Ken was here. Ken produced for me at the beginning. Thank you, Ken, for doing that. And thanks to Andrew for directing everybody over to my stream after the end of his. I appreciate that. It's the second time he did it. And yeah, I got some pretty good numbers. Got some good views tonight. I had like 18 people in here at one point. So I appreciate every single one of you. Keep on trekking, and we'll see you guys next time. Roll that in outro. End stream.